What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block live on this wonderful Thursday afternoon. It's February 22nd, 2018. This is the podcast recording for February 23rd, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is that retro code, Edward Varnell.
I'm Eddie V.
You practiced that in the car ride, huh?
Because I could have said, Wahahaha, I'm Wario.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sometimes it's not going to hit always. Last week, on Monday, Tuesday show, you were like surprised, like, is that real? And then, we had the discussion.
I did.
But hey, everybody. Hi, Power Blockers.
Oh, man. Ed, I'm excited. Ed, I am so excited. If you're watching us on YouTube, we're gonna start. We tried to do this about a month ago, stream on Twitch, but now everything is kind of like set up the way it's supposed to be. Well, sort of. And we're streaming all the podcasts on live now on twitch.tv/ngrradio. So I'm trying to get a schedule down because my schedule is changing next week, like for the foreseeable future. And so we will have a schedule down at some point in a later date. But for now, we're going to test out the live streams and everything. So, and I tested it out last night and this morning playing games. It's really fun. It was really a good time. Had a lot of fun, Ed. It was great. Man, Ed, I'm so excited.
Yes.
Twitch.tv.
I'm super excited.
/NGRradio. And youtube.com/NGRradio if you want to watch it later. So, how are you, Ed? You're tired.
I'm doing good. It might seem that I'm tired, but I'm doing real good. Kind of now, everybody's streaming. I'm just like, I gotta get back to my Let's Learn so I can stream again. Because there's just so many games that I literally want to play and actually talk and teach about. I want to get back into that. I need to. It's very weird that we talk about streaming because one of my Twitter friends was trying to stream Fable Anniversary on Mixer, and it looked terrible. And I think it was his connection because, like, at one part, it looked all clear. The moment he made movement, it pixelated badly. I'm like, ooh, this is good. This is not good. And he was even seeing it. He had to end up canceling their stream. I was just like, oh, I wanted to see Fable Anniversary or see how that game holds up because, Fable is a buggy mess.
Yeah. I'm watching. I'm trying to gauge our dropped frames for Twitch, and I'm uploading another video in the other room on the laptop, and we're on Skype. So you're probably gonna see some drop frames for at least the first 20 minutes of this episode, maybe. But I mean, we're doing a separate block kind of recording for the YouTube video. So if you're watching later on YouTube, it should come through clear as it can. So
yes.
But yeah, this is all just kind of crazy, and they recommend if you're doing shows and stuff to hardwire yourself into the router and the modem and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not doing all that. All right, look, this is for funsies, okay? I'm not rewiring my apartment building.
I mean, for me, I'm using the Ethernet cord for my laptop because Skype and definitely Google Hangouts. Google Hangout hates me, so
yeah.
I don't, Skype has its problems, but I'm just like, it's still better than Google because I'm like, how in the heck can I hop on, have all this high speed internet, and then I'm sounding like a robot? Like, why is it always me?
Yeah, it's I don't really care for Google Hangouts either, but when we do NGR Radio proper, it's like nobody else wants to use Skype, and I'm like, well, Skype's not as good, not better than Google Hangouts. It's not worse, but it's not better. So But anyways, yeah. So this is kind of like the official announcement. We're kind of gonna start streaming stuff. Like last night, I was testing out the stream with some SNES and NES Classic games. That was a good time. Ed was making fun of me the whole time. It's cool. It's all right. But Ed, what have you been playing? Before you get to make fun of me.
I've been playing Doom on Xbox One. I'll get to that. I'll address that. Before I get into it, Corey is a great video game player. Do not get me wrong. I love when he plays games, and I enjoy the conversations.
He's lying.
If you hear him, if you watch the video of the stream, he said he hasn't played a lot of those games. So, yes, I'm laughing because I'm watching this and it's not me playing, and it's so weird when that happens because it's just like I've done this a million times without no problem, or sometimes I have problems. I was just like, it was seeing you like fall in a pit or getting killed by a Goomba. I'm laughing because
okay, to be like, fair, okay, he was
using the Super Nintendo controller, so I understand. Okay, that's fine, but it still does not deny the fact that you had time to learn how to jump before you even got a chance to move.
Shut up.
And yet, you still ran into the Goomba, and that was funny. But watching someone else stream play old games with me not playing along, it's just it reinvigorates me because I'd be like, okay, now I want to play this game. Like you playing Mega Man X is just like, man, I want to hook up my Wii U and play Mega Man X, or I want to hook up my Super NES Classic and play Secret of Mana and Yoshi's Island and just like get through levels and everything. Just be like, man, this was me back in the day. Now, if you had Turtles in Time, that's a whole different story. That's easy to do. If you died at the end of the first level, I would have been upset. I'm like, okay, we need to work on your skill. I can understand you having problems with Castlevania because you said that you never played it. So, yeah. I can understand that.
So my whole my whole NES childhood was Metroid 1, all 3 Mario games, and the Ninja Turtles games. That's literally my NES childhood because that's all I cared about. I only cared about Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
I mean, now, I had like
get to the Technodrome in the original Ninja Turtles. That's the farthest I got, and it's hard.
Yeah, the first Turtles game is hard, which is weird because, like I mentioned to you last night when I was playing Castlevania, that it literally has the same sprite work and same animation work that Ninja Turtles does. It's the same. It's the same. The only thing is like when you jump in that game, he doesn't do the turtle flip.
Yeah, and I think that's why when I made that Ninja Gaiden reference, it's the top part on how it looks. And I was just like, because I didn't notice it. I'm just like, did they actually like reskin or reformat a Konami game? I'm like, that's weird. I didn't think about it as a kid.
Yeah,
my tail was just like, I don't want to get hit by that bird or I'm going to scream.
Yeah, so like I was like, that was my NES childhood growing up, and then like I said, probably like 10 or 12 times on this podcast already, like I didn't have a Super Nintendo until after the N64 came out, and like the only games I have are like Turtles in Time or like that I played regularly were like Turtles in Time, Mario, like all the Mario games, but like even then it was like the Mario All-Stars plus World. Like I played Mario 2 and Mario World. I didn't like really go back and play those other ones on the Super Nintendo. I've played them countless times on the NES. But like I never played Mega Man X really a lot. Like I've played it, but I've never like sat down and like learned how to play it. Because like you go online and you watch players and they're doing the slide dash and then jumping and then shooting stuff, and like I just found out by playing yesterday that you could do the charge shot in Mega Man X. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And like I still don't understand how anybody can say that Super Mario Kart is the best Mario Kart. They need punch in the face.
That was pure comedy yesterday. It hasn't aged well. But for me in that time, I love Mario Kart. I had so much fun playing that game, and I even got it for Christmas. Like as a kid, I enjoyed it. The N64 one was decent too. I enjoyed that. I think that's why when we was talking that Double Dash is so good, it's because I played that for months. I was bringing it over my friend's house and we were playing it. Like I was literally doing every course at every CC in that game, and I just couldn't stop because it was so much fun. And I think that's why I felt like Double Dash for me is like the best, and then Mario Kart 8 is like the second.
Yeah,
the N64 one is the third, and I think I didn't really get into the DS and I think it's Game Boy Advance and 3DS. Like the handheld Mario Karts, they're fine, but I think because I played so much of the console, I kind of prefer the series on there than on handheld. Like I don't want to be like crunched up with my fingers trying to race and stuff.
Yeah, Yeah. I don't know. I still think Mario Kart 8's the best, but Double Dash is close. DS is close. Mario Kart 7's pretty close. Like, I mean, I'd kind of put that and DS in the same kind of, because I think it's using the same engine and everything. It's just, it's those handheld ones are just really good. But I don't like the Wii one like at all.
The Wii one is decent.
I mean, it's fine, but like there's too many blue. Like that has the blue shell problem.
Shells, yeah,
and
I
then
didn't
it
really
has
get into it neither because I didn't even want to like buy it.
Yeah,
I'm just like I tried it. And I'm just like, it's okay, but I'm like, I can't use I don't think I could use the original control pad for this. I don't know. And I was just like, nah, I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. So, but anyways, continue what you were playing.
Sorry everybody, I probably went off the camera. Now
I just see your hand.
Right, it's something happened with the other camera. Let me just get back. So Doom, I'm playing for on the Xbox One. Just got back to Mars from hell, and I am getting my tail. Sorry about that. I am getting my tail kicked in that game, and yet I'm kind of enjoying that. Like that. This replay value. I'm playing the game on normal, so any kind of like difficulty is based on there, and I'm literally switching up, but I kind of wish the game had has some kind of better way to defend yourself. It just takes it takes off too much energy, and if you have a lot for your shield, like almost about 3 or 4 hits, your shield is gone, and then your energy is gone. It's just like, well, I really can't move around because sometimes you'll get stuck in areas.
Yeah,
and there's some parts that you will just get stuck on like a box or crate, and you can't move. It's like it's buggy sometimes that way. So, but I'm enjoying it. I don't know how long I got. I'm assuming, I don't know if you beat it or anything.
I'm like part way through, but I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked Doom on Switch. I just started playing other things like Xenoblade and you know, some other things started coming out. Oh my gosh, Skype, come on, you're killing me here with these ads. Oh my gosh, Skype, you gotta stop, dude.
Okay, there we go.
There you are.
Yeah. So, yeah. As fast as that game is, and I enjoyed it, and I love its old school ability, I'm crying for that raw run or something for Titanfall. I think only reason why I'm doing that is because I'm consistently moving in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you cannot stay in one spot, and that's completely fine. That's fine with me. But if they're taking off that much energy and they're going to be that kind of a little bit unfair, you can't. I think that raw one for me would be able to let me maneuver and dodge better. Mm-hmm. And be able to line up shots, because sometimes I got to play peekaboo at times, and that doesn't always work because you got some little gremlin running around hitting you with fire, and it's just like, oh dang it, so your energy and stuff is going down. But I'm enjoying it. I hopefully, I'm like I said, I think I'm close to the end or halfway through the game. But other than that, Monster Hunter Stories, I got back into that on my 2DS. Enjoying that, getting close to the third village to progress the story, so can't wait for that. Bayonetta 2, man, I'm literally halfway. I'm close to getting to hell in that game, or Inferno. I just gotta fight the Lumina Sage and then do a little bit more. Then I'll be like almost like done with the game. Man, I love beating up these angels. Like, it is literally so fun. And playing it, like I said, playing it with the Pro Controller is kind of like the way to play this game. I have, like I said, I have played it undocked when I'm on the go, and it works just fine that way. But I'm just like, when I got that Pro Controller, it's on. It's a nice flow that I have with that. Hopefully I get back to my PS4 and start working on Yakuza 0 and popping in Neo. And I think for March I'm going to get ready, because I don't know if you're doing it too, Corey. I know we both mentioned it about playing all the Kingdom Hearts game from beginning to the end, because I really want to play Birth by Sleep first. I kind of want to do it in order, like some other people have done, and so I could be ready for Kingdom Hearts 3 whenever it comes out. And hopefully I could figure out, oh, okay, that makes sense in the story. But like some of the other like side games I've never played, so I want to get into that. But pretty much that's what I've been playing. Hopefully Hollow Knight comes out soon. And yeah, dude, like March is bunkers with game releases of stuff being announced coming out. So I know Kirby, I don't know if that's in the news. I know Kirby's probably one that I'm definitely going to get, but there's a lot of indies that's looking real good that I'm just like, yeah, I need to download this. So, but yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I went ahead and canceled my Payday 2 pre-order. I don't know. I mean, it looks fun, it looks cool, and maybe I'll get it if it's like on a sale or something later down the road. But I mean, just like there's a little bit of things in the news that made me kind of question it, and then like they showed some of the first footage of it, and it was running not fantastic. So, look, I want to pick that game up because I want to support the third parties on Switch, you know, and that game is interesting enough to me to pick up and play. But at the same time, I'm just like, I need to like really just save for the Nintendo releases first, because as we're seeing, more and more games get announced every day. So
right, the Payday thing is so weird. because I don't know who is playing that game at all, and I don't know if there's any console players playing it on any system.
Well, Jesse said that Payday 2 with all the content is on Xbox Game Pass. But I know that game has a huge PC community. But the console versions are always like 2 or 3 steps behind. And I feel like anybody who wants a game like that on consoles, either playing GTA Online or Rainbow Six Siege or, something of that nature. So, like, I don't know. I think it's cool that they're bringing it to Switch. I think, they did confirm local co-op, so that's cool. But
yeah,
I do think that and we'll get to it in the news. We'll talk about that stuff in the news because there's some stuff about Payday that's really interesting. But I'll just get it when it goes on sale because I'm sure because like some of the games I already bought when they came out at launch are already on sale. Like LA Noire on Amazon is down to $29.99.
Ooh, I need to get that. I think I'll get paid till next week.
Skyrim was $10 off for a while. Like some of the third-party games are already on sale, and I'm like, well, I'll wait because I feel like that's one that's going to be on sale real quick.
Yeah.
Well, not real quick, but within the first 6 months of its release. So.
Yeah, I still need to get that cave story. I'm like, kind of
that was on sale. That's $20 physical now. A lot of those games, the end is nigh is $20 physical. There's a lot of indie games that are like dropping in price. So Rocket League was on sale. I'm waiting for another price drop on that physically before I get it as well. Plus, like, the way I get paid is changing, and like when I get paid is gonna change. So like I kind of have to be careful with money for the next 3 or 4 weeks until like, because like I got a new job, and for people who haven't been listening consistently, I got a new job, and they pay every 2 weeks, and so, I gotta wait. I gotta wait for a little bit. I think Kirby's gonna be the next big release that I get though, for sure.
Yeah. That same here, because I'm just with Corey. There's gonna be a couple of changes for me. And like I said, I know I get paid for 3 times in March, and then I don't know if I'm getting paid once or twice that month in April. I got to figure out how all of that works, and then hopefully I have something by the end of April.
Yeah. So yeah, but for me, I've been playing a lot. I played a lot the last couple days just to try to figure out like the streaming stuff and getting stuff set up for YouTube, and I need to make a better overlay for for the videos. It just got a hair on my tongue. Sorry.
Yeah.
I need to make a better overlay for streaming and getting stuff in there. But, for getting everything hooked up, I just wanted to make sure the last couple of days everything is just working. That's number one. Because if it's not working, you're not showing anybody anything. So,
pretty much.
So, but I've been playing Bayonetta 1. I want to play through that before I get into Bayonetta 2, just because I've never beaten it. And that game is really fun, dude. That game is real fun.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably do Bayonetta 1 after I finish 2. I think with me, like I mentioned, like in the past on the podcast, that playing that demo made me want to play 2, like quickly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then, I think I'm like 2 chapters in. There's an intro section, and then there's a prologue section, and then there's chapter 1. So I'm like 4 main levels in. There's an interesting part in chapter 1 though, where like you pull up to this train station, and I was like, this looks like a cutscene from like Final Fantasy VII. It's like the way the train rolls up into the station, and there's a bridge that goes over top to get to the other side. And I was like,
yeah,
this looks very Final Fantasy VII. So that's kind of like the main game I've been playing. Although I've been playing a lot of Super Meat Boy, and one of the videos I recorded today, actually, I was doing the minus world stuff, like the harder versions of the levels of the first world, and I probably spent like 20 minutes on it, just because like I was trying to get the Band-Aid that's in there. The Band-Aids are the collectibles in Super Meat Boy, if you don't know. And man, that was challenging. Trying to talk. The hardest thing is trying to talk, not only talk, but perform and play at the same time, especially games that you're not good at or haven't really played before, which,
yeah,
I mean, last night kind of showed that. But, you know, it's a challenge, and I think I like it. Because it kind of feels like I'm just talking to myself, which I do on occasion anyway. So, but Celeste, I've been trying to get through. That game is getting more and more frustrating every time I play it. Like, I played today a little bit, and I had to like download the video and mute some stuff because I was like cussing at the game, and I want it to be clean on the YouTube channel. At least for like the Nintendo stuff, I want it to be clean, you know.
Was you just using the S word, or
no? I said the F word. I dropped an F bomb.
Oh,
so on the YouTube channel, that's bleeped out. You're gonna see it probably around like the 49 or 50 minute mark of that video. You're gonna hear about a 4-second pause or just like silent. And I was like, after that, I'm like, oops, I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna edit that out. But probably around the 49 or 50 minute mark of that video, you're just going to hear no sound. So if you're listening to this and you're watching that video, I'm just warning you now. There is a pause. There is no audio for about 4 seconds. So that game is frustrating, man. Like, and then I went and played N++ today, and I was talking about how the differences and frustrations between Super Meat Boy and N++ and Celeste. And the reason why I like N++ and Super Meat Boy better, I think, is because like when I die, I feel like it's my fault.
Yeah.
And like I get that, but then in Celeste, like I'm in the wind world right now in Celeste. And like every time I do something, and like for some reason, like the D-pad on the Pro controller for Switch is terrible for that game. Like,
really?
Yeah. And I was playing Super Meat Boy with it, not having any problems, and some other stuff with it, wasn't having really any issues. But every time I play Celeste with the D-pad on the Pro controller, I just screw myself over all the time. And I don't know what it is. Like, I really don't know if it just wasn't optimized right for the controller. If, like, my controller was one of the launch ones that had that issue with the D-pad. Like, I just don't know. But it was a struggle today.
Yikes.
And that's why I was, like, had to mute myself. Is because of the D-pad of the Pro controller. It just didn't feel responsive enough, and it didn't feel like I was going in the direction I was pointing. And I don't know, man. It just, like, it's just the weirdest thing to have a Nintendo D-pad not be responsive. So
yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I'm gonna try the other Pro controller later to see if I have the same issues. And maybe it's just that I don't want it to be my controller, you know. So
right.
Well, awesome. We have not dropped a frame on stream in about 15 minutes, which means the video is finished uploading. Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, that video, if you're watching live, is going to go up at like 4 or 5 p.m. tonight, Eastern time, and it's just a bunch of random Switch games. So, man, I'm having a blast streaming though, for real. I think I'm think like once I get settled into my new job and everything, I'm gonna set up a streaming schedule and really get into it. It's just it's so much fun. Just and like not playing any particular game or anything. Like I know we're gonna stream some Sea of Thieves when it comes out for Arsenal X. Yes. I cannot wait to do the podcast live from the ship.
That is going to be insane.
I know.
I gotta order. I think next Friday I'm gonna try to order my mug.
Oh yeah, those mugs. I forgot about the mugs.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna drink though. I'm probably gonna put like root beer in it.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna put like, I don't know. Although I do want to go buy it. So Tuesday night, I went to Wing Night. I told you I went to Wing Night with Joey and Mitch and stuff. And like Joey got this Irish beer that Great Lakes Brewing, which is a brewing company around here, that only puts it out during St. Patrick's Day. And I got one too, and they sell it around here. And I'm like, maybe I'll get some of that because we've got a lot to celebrate. So,
yes. If I do anything like that, I'll probably find a cider or something. Because there's one of them. Yeah, there's one of them called Cider Boys. That's in Wisconsin, and I think it's like a local drink there. It's really, really good. It's like it's a peach apple.
Ooh.
So like so it kind of almost tastes like pop, and it tastes like peach, but the aftertaste is the apple. It's like almost like an apple after effect or something like that. Can't think of the name right there, but it's really, really good. I'm like, ooh, so I might do that. So everybody, be ready for a good show with that one. As if you and Jesse kick me out as the captain and steal the ship and run off,
we're gonna strap you to the cannon and shoot you off onto an island.
I literally don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, this is happening and this is happening live. That's going to be insane fun.
It's gonna be so much fun. And then I played a little bit of Overwatch today, just to kind of like, I've been wanting to play it a little bit recently, but like, I'm like, none of my friends are really playing it anymore, and like, I don't know, it's weird because like I want to play some of these old games, but for what we're doing recently, I kind of feel like I have to keep up with things. But I'm just like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna play some Overwatch. And like, they give you a loot box every time there's like an event going on.
Yeah.
And right now the Lunar New Year event is going on. Last year, I played Overwatch during the Lunar New Year event to get the Mercy skin for like 30 hours. I probably poured in to try to get these loot boxes, and I spent money on loot boxes to try to get the Mercy skin. Didn't get it when I was like really into Overwatch. I didn't get it at all. I barely got any skins for that. I log in today, first loot box I open, Mercy skin.
Wow.
I'm like, I haven't played this game in literally a year, and now you're going to give me the skin that I want? I hate you so much.
I had to apologize to Ray Osorio. I told him I was going to buy it and give this game a try, and I just couldn't bring myself to it. I'm just like, no, I can't do you because you're not interesting in one bit. It's good for people who love that fun, but Overwatch is just overrated to me, and I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
It's fun. You should play it. You should give it a try. It's a good time.
No.
You should try it.
No.
It's a good time. It's on sale right now. You should buy it.
No.
$19.99.
No.
On PSN. You should buy it. It's a good time.
No. If I want a competition game, I'll go play Splatterhouse. Great. Splatter.
I was gonna say, who's playing Splatterhouse? Who wants that?
Once it come to Switch, they better bring TurboGrafx to the Virtual Console. I'm gonna be having a problem with them. I need my Virtual Console from TurboGrafx because I need my Dragula X fix and my Keep Courage in Adventure Zone.
So I think that's all I've been playing really. NBA 2K18 I've been playing a lot too, but that's nothing really worth talking about right now.
Work is still on your season?
Yeah. Plus I've been kind of playing. I've started a second season as the new look Cavs because they just traded a bunch of people and got a bunch of people and are really good. So I've been testing it out a little bit, and it's a good time. But that's kind of it for me. That's a lot, but I really had a lot of fun playing the Super Nintendo and NES classics, though, Ed.
Yeah, that was good. It was a good stream watching.
I think the first game for the series of stuff that I want to do is I want to go through and beat games that I've never beaten before.
Mm-hmm.
Yoshi's Island, I think, is going to be the first one.
That one won't take you long. I
think it's only going to take me 4 or 5 hours, probably, just to because I want to explore the game, and stuff. But
I will say that the boss battles are really good. Some of the best boss battles in a platformer that I played. They're really, really good.
Yeah. So that's probably going to be the first game that I'm really going to try to beat on stream and on YouTube, and then we're going to finally get to our Let's Pod and Plays. You mentioned it in the chat last night. I was like, yeah, we need to do that soon.
Yes. I'm I miss our Pod and Play.
Well, I'm off this weekend, so
and it sucks, cuz. Well, we'll have to do it in the morning because I gotta be out. Now I'm back on closing on Saturday night, so I'm oh, dang it. It sucks. The days that you was working on the weekends, I was off, kicking it, having fun. Now I'm back on Saturday night. I'm just and I think I know why I got put back on Saturday nights. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there. I promise we'll get there. We will get there, and we will do Let's Pod and Plays, and Matt and Moose and I are going to continue Hammer Brothers Academy. And I have a few ideas I have written down. I know Larry wants to do a retro game show, and he says he's going to have a rig that's going to capture stuff, so that's going to be fun to get all that stuff going too. So we'll see what happens. We
got to do. Dude, we still need to do a Horizon discussion. That and I really want to do Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
I just maybe the first half of that game, going through it, and start the game off new. And what happens is that we each choose each other's powers or stuff what they have to select. Okay, you have to use this for that gun. Yeah, there you go.
Right. Yeah. We should. I still want to do the Tomb Raider Pod and Play.
Oh, the first one? The reboot?
We can do either one. One. Just play an hour or two of it and just discuss it. Either one. Probably Rise of the Tomb Raider because it's better, but
yeah, we'll figure out. Yeah, because I know we both own it for both systems, so I don't know which one that you're going to prefer.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it in the chat, but let's get to some of this news, Ed. There's not a lot, but there's stuff that we can have conversations about, especially the last news / rumor will probably be our topic of the show.
Okay.
So, Ed, we were talking about Payday 2 earlier. It seems like the version of Payday 2 that's coming to Switch would not be the most recent version of the game. And developer Starbreeze has confirmed that. Payday 2 on the Nintendo Switch lacks some of the features introduced by most recent updates to the PC version of the game, such as the option to speed up the end of heists and the lack of certain weapons and gadgets. The Switch version of the game is based on the mid-2017 update called Most Wanted. Here's what the developers have to say about that. Payday 2 is releasing on Switch with content up to and including the Most Wanted update, which is equivalent to the content released through mid-2017 on PC. PS4 and Xbox One received one additional update after that, the Master Plan update, which released near the end of 2017. Switch is one update behind the other consoles, which are slightly behind PC. That's interesting. I mean, I get that maybe they need to have like a base version to port over, and that was the version that when they started porting it over, that was the version they had, and they wanted to get the port right before they started making updates to it. That said, I'm sure the other versions are cheaper at this point, have better communication outlets, and probably play a little bit better.
Well, see, it's weird for some reason. With the other two versions, I haven't seen the PS4 version. But I can say for the Xbox One version, there's like 2 copies of the game. It's like Payday 2 Crime Wave, and then I guess some bonus content. I'm not just like, and the games are still for Xbox One that I've seen like $29.99 still, and it's just like, okay, you're not gonna go down in price. Like it's weird. I don't know if Starbreeze gypped people in a sense, because is Payday 2 like, does it have a final version to it?
I mean, I think the final version would be whatever the most recent PC version is,
and then the other 3 games are still playing catch up.
Yeah, because I think the PC has the biggest community, and that's probably the easiest for them to update through Steam, I'm assuming. So,
but why? I wonder why Starbreeze just didn't state that when it was bringing the game to Switch, like maybe 2 weeks before the game came out, what was going to be included in the game.
Maybe they weren't sure. Maybe they tried to port the updates over with the base game, because it was supposed to come out last year. It was supposed to come out in like November, and then they delayed it. So maybe they thought that maybe they could port the game over with the updates, but then like the updates were crashing the Switch version because I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to make sure that the game could run on Switch before they start messing with updates. And like, for me, it's not like a huge deal at this point, because like,
right,
look, we're getting a cool new game on Switch, but at the same time, as long as they get the game running on Switch and then update it soon after, maybe they skip the update that Xbox One and PS4 have, and maybe they'll just update all the console versions at the same time to be at the same as the PC version.
Because Payday 2 doesn't look graphically that impressive.
Well, I mean, it's a 360 game. Like it launched on PC and 360.
Well, yeah. But I think with it being on, because is it on Unreal Engine 3?
I don't know what engine it's running on.
I don't know what engine it's on. I mean, I'm not mad at it because I'm not buying the game, but it's very weird that Starbreeze would just be like, yeah, this is the version that is at. Well, I'm just like, you should have kind of announced that before people bought into the game, because I don't want people getting gypped or anything. I think people would have been very interested to pick it up because, like you said, Corey, it's a major third-party game coming to Switch.
Yeah.
And I think people would have picked it up anyway and just be like, oh, yeah, I got me a new Switch game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I honestly think it's a good way to get new players in who just want to see what it's about. But like I said earlier, it's going to be a wait and see for me. I mean, I wanted it initially. I watched some gameplay of it earlier today, and it looks fine. It looks fun, but I'm gonna wait for a sale and see if it ever goes on sale and if the updates come and stuff. So
I think they'll probably support it for, I'm gonna say, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll support it up to a certain point, unless they just totally see that the Switch version didn't sell at all, and then they'll probably abandon it. But I mean, I could see this game lasting a long time.
If
it's already lasted, what, 4 years now at this point?
Yeah. I mean, if they market it well and try to get into the Nintendo Directs, then yeah, I think there'll be more support for it.
Yeah. Plus, like, the people who like to collect everything in games, like, this is the only way you can get the Joy Mask, which is like the red and blue kind of mimicking the Joy-Cons. They light up, the mask lights up in those colors, so.
Yeah. And the content is free, so I'm not really mad at it.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably got some paid DLC, but I think that'll probably come like later down the line.
Yeah. All right, Ed. Let's get away from shooting things and play with some balloons. Mario Odyssey version 1.2 has been released. Adds the Luigi Balloon World content for free. Nintendo's big update for Super Mario Odyssey includes Luigi's Balloon World, a new minigame that is available after completing the main game. You can check out the videos above, blah, blah, blah. It's basically the balloon hide and seek mode where you can take balloons and hide them, and then other players have to go find them, or you can find ones that players have hid around the world. So that's out today. That's cool.
Yay.
Probably won't do it.
Nah.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has hit a sales milestone in Japan, selling 1 million copies in Japan alone. It is the first Zelda game to sell over 1 million copies since Ocarina of Time in Japan. So
right, yeah, because we put it past 2 million already, or like that was the attach rate to the system itself.
I think as of like the end of the year, it had sold almost 6 million copies. So
wow.
Yeah, it did well. Speaking of sales, Ed, the Switch is selling well still. Outsold PS4 in Japan and the US last month. It is the number one selling system in the world as of last month in terms of units sold per month. And then the 3DS, third on that list, behind PS4. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised the 3DS is still doing that well.
Yeah, the 3DS/2DS, it's just a gangbuster.
Yeah,
you know, Nintendo's handhelds has always had a consistency about them selling well. So, I mean, I'm assuming that a lot of people birthdays in Japan, and they're getting it for kids and stuff. That's what I could think of. And until they were getting ready, be old enough to get a Switch.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get into our last couple news stories here. Well, they're not really news stories; they're rumors, but they are exciting rumors to say the least. There's a rumor that Blizzard is working on Diablo 3 for Nintendo Switch. Blizzard is reportedly working on bringing their famous RPG Diablo 3 to the Nintendo Switch. According to the rumors, Blizzard wants the Switch version to support local co-op play with multiple Switch consoles. If it's true, it would be another remaster coming to Switch. Diablo 3 was originally released in 2012. It's so old that it was rumored to be released on the Wii U 6 years ago when it was launched on 360 and PS3. But this is different because the Switch is popular and you could have Diablo on the go. My big concern is there's also a rumor that Diablo 4 is in development and is going to be announced at BlizzCon. So, I mean, that not that rumor doesn't come every year, but Diablo 3 is 6 years old at this point. Like, don't get me wrong, I would be excited to have Diablo 3 on Switch, but at the same time, do you really think Blizzard's going to promote an old product when they have a new product in the same series of games coming out soon?
If they're gonna do it for Switch, everything has to be included. Like all the DLC and the base game has to be included. Maybe because I would love to see them tackle, like, yeah, this is for Nintendo Switch, but also included is a lost Zelda dungeon, that you guys can explore. If they went to Nintendo and see if they could get an exclusive, some kind of deal with them, to get something from their IP into their game, then yeah, I think that would be something worth Blizzard were like marketed well. But I think people will probably be like, well, you guys are kind of too little too late. Like, if you guys gonna be announcing this game, Diablo 4, I think people will get the Diablo 3 for Switch, but if 4 is coming to PC, Xbox One, and PS4, that's going to be a problem. That's going to really affect sales, because it's like, well, why did we get this old version and you didn't give us the new one? Like, just give us 4. Right. And that's going to be the main reason, or not reason, but the main response to that. I mean, I would be excited to play Diablo 3 on Switch. Yeah. They'll still charge $60. I don't know why, but
if Blizzard, if previous entries to the series or anything, or any Blizzard game actually, like, are any indication, Diablo 3 or Diablo 4 will come to PC first for probably like 6 months, 10 months, a year before it hits consoles. So like, I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize this in my head, and I don't really know. Like, I'm not a huge Diablo fan, but I would play it on Switch because, like, that, again, that's the reason why I don't play these huge dungeon crawling RPGs, is because, like, I don't have hundreds of hours to sit in front of my console to play it. Like, the only game that I did that for was Destiny, and, like, I don't even have time to do that anymore. Not that I really want to right now, but but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
I just don't have the time. And Switch, I'm able to, like, take it with me into the living room or wherever I'm going, and I could probably sink some time into it at least. So,
I mean, it'd be cool if they could add crossplay. There, hopefully everybody will expect that. The thing about it, another thing, if they do announce Diablo 4, it has to work when it comes out, because Diablo 3 that release was horrendous. The servers weren't working. People was getting kicked out of matches. They couldn't join up. Some people, servers were so bad they couldn't even play the game after it installed. I was just like, this is bad. And this is going for almost around 3 weeks. So if they do Diablo 4, that game has to work day one.
Yeah, I agree. But with that said, I would totally get Diablo 3 on Switch and probably play through it. And I think it would be fun. I hope they do it right, and I hope that they aren't trying to, like, screw themselves over by putting out an old product while they're trying to put out a new product too. So
exactly.
Panic Button, this port studio for Doom and Wolfenstein 2. Panic Button hints that more Nintendo Switch ports are in the pipeline. Quote, "We might have some other titles for that platform." It says, this is a Nintendo Life interview / article. We'd be willing to bet that before the arrival of Doom and Rocket League, which I didn't know Panic Button did the Rocket League port to Switch either. So good on them.
Right.
You hadn't heard of the developer Panic Button. This small company has been doing something of a household name in Nintendo circles thanks to its impressive work importing these games to Switch, and it is currently working hard at bringing Wolfenstein 2 over as well. Given that Panic Button clearly has some talent when it comes to understanding the technical complexities of Nintendo's hybrid console and how to get the most out of it, it's fair to assume that it's currently working on other ports we don't currently know about. Speaking in an interview, Panic Button's director of development, Adam Creighton, gave a pretty big hint that this is indeed the case. Quote, "You know that meme with the dog drinking from a sprinkler? That's me right now. And we might have some other titles for that platform and maybe some other games for other platforms in the work. In terms of volume, I'm in this amazing place where, as a studio, we get to choose how we want to grow and with whom and with what projects. My biggest challenge lately is not which projects do we pick to retarget to other platforms, but managing the other parts of our portfolio, picking the different projects that are exciting to different people in the studio, and being responsible about what I want to work on versus what is best for the studio. Creighton adds that his studio is being inundated with port requests, and that it has seen strong sales from its titles on Switch in particular. The Switch release has been perfect. Actually, it's mentioned in almost all the port requests we receive. To keep up with this pace, we already have 12 kits at the office. Not yet the platform with the most kits, but definitely the fastest growing trend in our office. In the games we have published, we've seen more sales on Switch than on Xbox, or than PS4 and Xbox One combined during the same period. Now every developer wants their game to be on the Switch. The same feature includes comments from Blitworks, a studio which has also been active in porting titles to Switch. Blah blah blah. The CEO Tony Cabello echoes Creighton's comments regarding port requests, and it just goes on to say that they have gotten a lot of requests also. So Panic Button's hot in demand right now.
Yeah. Only two games I could think of is Prey and maybe Okami. But Capcom would do their own version. I don't know if they. But for people requesting it, because I think Rockstar, I think they did that. They did their own port of LA Noire, right?
No, LA Noire was ported by, I think it was ported by that Blitworks studio. I'll look it up. Let me look it up.
Because then if that's the case, then they'll probably do Red Dead. THQ maybe have some games being ported. And I'm not mad about these ports. They're good. They work well. But it'd be interesting to see. They probably gonna have some good announcements for Nintendo Direct. I think we'll probably start seeing more of those games that being announced on probably maybe once a month. If they got 12 in development. Mm-hmm. I think we'll probably see something maybe at the next Nintendo Direct, or we'll start seeing something at E3.
The company that did LA Noire is called Virtuous.
Okay.
And that company's also doing the Dark Souls remastered port to Switch.
Okay.
But I like you said Prey earlier. I wouldn't be surprised if Panic Button is taking on a few Bethesda projects. Just because they know the engine, they know the systems, they know what they're working with. Prey, maybe not Fallout 4, but maybe like Fallout 3 or New Vegas remastered.
Mm-hmm. I would just like to see a collection of that.
Dishonored, maybe. I could see Dishonored coming over. Maybe they're working on a Wolfenstein 1 port.
Yeah, that and Obla. I would say Dishonored 2 and this DLC.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that Panic Button's getting the recognition that they deserve now, because like that Doom port is phenomenal.
Yes,
like it's. I can't believe they got that game to run on Switch. Like I can't believe it.
I want to see what they could do with. I wonder if they will bring the BioShock collection.
Yeah, I mean that's another good one that I could totally see that. Like if they were working with 2K, I'm sure the Borderlands Handsome Collection has also been discussed. Yeah, I don't know.
I know no one's asking for Aliens Colonial Marines. No, I don't think no one can fix that game. Don't even port that.
Yeah,
that and Duke Nukem.
No, I want Duke Nukem. That'd be awesome.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I have a little Duke statue over there somewhere. I think it's over there. It's somewhere. I don't know.
Maybe the Darksiders collection for Switch.
Oh my gosh, I would love Darksiders on Switch, to be honest with you. I would love it. I want it so bad. All right, and we're going to get into this last rumor, and this is also the topic of the show. Okay. Super Smash Brothers Nintendo Switch rumored to be announced and released this year. This is from WCC Tech. It's also from like Reddit and all these other Reset Era forums like that. Some of the most popular Nintendo series have already received new entry on the Switch, and it seems like another Love series will be making its debut or return on the console later this year. Emily Rogers, who has proven to possess insider knowledge, has recently revealed that on the Reset Era forums that a new entry of the Super Smash Bros. Series is going to be announced and then released this year. We kind of talked about that last episode. It'd be the perfect game to set up their new online system with. So the game will feature a mix of new and old content taken from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, but it is not clear if Nintendo will release the game as an enhanced port or a full sequel. Quote, unfortunately, I do not have enough information to speculate whether Smash Bros. Will be branded or marketed as a deluxe definitive edition port or half sequel or full sequel, but I can confirm two things. A Smash Bros. Title will be announced and released for Switch this year, and they added brand new content and reworked content from the existing Wii U and 3DS games. Like with all rumors, take a grain of salt until official confirmation, but she does have about an 80% run rate in terms of being right about rumors. So, I mean, we talked about that, but what I want to talk to you about is what kind of new content do you want to see in either a Smash port / definitive edition?
Definitely new stages. I think we definitely need new battles, stages. Maybe amiibo support could be different. Could be added also. Cause like Poochie, if I want to add Poochie in the game to be like Yoshi's like assistant, that would be cool to have. Maybe probably like leaderboards we would get for that game, because I don't think the Wii U version or the 3DS version had like the leaderboards. I'm assuming that one mode where on 3DS where you had to get like the power ups to make yourself stronger before you went into the fight. That one is probably I'm assuming, being a Switch game if they actually do it. If they're combining like the 3DS and the Wii U one. But for new stuff, I kind of would like to have 10-man battles. I would like to have like 2 more players added on, so we could have a 5-on-5 team in that game. And maybe actually, no, because they would still have it all together. Or if they could do like a Marvel versus Capcom where it's like 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3, and you could switch up. I think that would probably kind of be cool. We talked about characters and everything, and that could be a long list of stuff.
A long list? It'd be longer than a long list.
Well, yeah. I mean, but we covered like Bayonetta and Shovel Knight and stuff, so we would have to look to see what other company is willing to get on. Will they bring Snake back from the Smash Brothers Melee?
There's a rumor. There is a rumor that Crash might be in it too. There's been a rumor floating around, because the Insane trilogies might be coming to Switch this year. That Smash might include Crash.
Shoot, I would like to actually see Rayman. and the rabbits.
Yeah.
In this game.
Yeah, I'm surprised Rayman hasn't been in it yet, because like as much as like Rayman and the Rabbids are kind of associated with Switch now or Nintendo platforms now, like, you know, we got the best version of Rayman Legends on Wii U and the definitive edition on Switch, and you know, Mario plus Rabbids is such a big thing. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, Rayman was in it, and like the big goofy blue dude that follows him around in Legends. What, I forget what that. I always forget his name, but I think, like, honestly, I think the reason why they didn't do that last time, like for the Wii U version, is because having an amiibo for every character was so important to them. How do you make an amiibo for a character with no limbs?
That is true.
I mean, not that like it really matters now, because if they just like, hey, this is just a deluxe edition, we're adding characters, but there's not going to be amiibo for them. Like, how would you do a Rayman amiibo? You know? I mean, I guess you could just encase him with clear plastic, but
that is true. If Nintendo and Namco Bandai could go to Microsoft and get Master Chief, I kind of would love it. This is where I kind of would love like Master Chief and Snake versus like Samus and Samus and might as well just throw in what's her name from Perfect Dark, like go to Rare and get some of those, because like though that kind of military stuff fighting against each other, I would love to see that.
I mean, I couldn't see Master Chief coming over, but I could totally see Joanna Dark in something like Banjo-Kazooie or Conquer, or, you know, some of the franchises that appeared on Nintendo before Rare was sold. Like, I could totally see like maybe like Jet Force Gemini characters, or
oh shoot, Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series.
I mean, dude, look, they got Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII has never appeared on a Nintendo platform ever.
Right.
Like, yeah, that, like, anything, honestly, anything is possible. Like, the other big rumor right now too, I don't know how, whatever it is, but like, the other rumor is that the Kingdom Hearts collection is coming to Switch this year at some point. And like, the other big rumor is like Sora might be coming, which, I mean, I would totally love to see Kingdom Hearts characters in Smash. But like, what if, like, not only like Sora is totally plausible at this point, right? But what if they got the Disney license and actually got like Mickey Mouse and Donald and Goofy in there too?
Well, Nintendo did make that Disneyland game for 3DS, and they did the Art Academy with Disney.
Yeah, I know.
So why not?
I think it would be super funny if, like, yeah, okay, if Sora's in Smash, that is plausible because of Cloud, but what if they just went the extra mile and got Disney characters too? Oh,
heck yeah. Shoot. I would love to see Amaterasu from Okami in the Smug also. And his of course the special would be the paintbrush, Celestial brush.
Right.
Like, you know, I mean, of course, there'll be some indie games and stuff. Like I mentioned, the Rocket League card level. I mean, they literally would have to put some. I'm assuming some Japanese like titles that we don't know about, but they've been statues from the gumball kind of thing, where you like put a coin in and it comes out and you collect that statue. I think some those characters would be in the game to play.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like characters that are already in the game, they would add extra characters from that series too. Like Sonic's in the game, so why couldn't they add Knuckles and Tails and Amy at some point? Or Mega Man, what if they added like Proto Man or Cut Man or Mega Man X.
Shoot, why not just add the women from the two girls from Hyrule Warriors?
Yeah,
they were specially made for that game, so throw them in Smash.
Yeah, why not? ARMS characters, Splatoon characters, like
ARMS would have to be in it.
There's been 3 new IPs since the last Smash came out, so like, why don't you just add characters from that? Like, what if Box Boy was in it?
Oh, shoot, heck yeah. I would love it. Would probably be his stage. You know what would be cool? If you could connect your Box Boy to your Switch for that game, for it, and that level that you own affects the level that you're playing on the other fighters. So your mistakes could end up smashing somebody out.
Dude, there's so many characters they could realistically add, not to mention like our hopes and dreams, but like, dude, more Smash Brothers characters, or more Fire Emblem characters are coming. Yes. ARMS characters are coming. Splatoon characters are coming. Like, that's like probably, I mean, I bet Girl and Boy Inkling would just be palette swaps. So I mean, like, could be just like one character, but that's like 7 or 8 characters right there, depending on the popularity. Because like ARMS characters would probably be Springman and Ribbon Girl for sure. Maybe Brass Max because he's the villain, or like the big bad or whatever. And then maybe you add one more character that people use a lot, like
the girl whose hair is the spring, the black girl. Everybody loves her.
Yeah,
Twintail.
Yeah, I could totally see that as well. So that's 4 characters right there. That's 5 characters right there, actually. And then you like maybe Splatoon, like instead of like the Inkling, maybe it pulls from if you have a Splatoon save file, maybe it just pulls from your Splatoon save file, and that's the Splatoon character you are. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things they could do.
Yeah.
There's so many characters you could pull from. You could add the Breath of the Wild champions in there.
I was going to say that Zelda. I mean, yeah, that Link and that Zelda in that game.
Yeah, but at that point, I think they would just be palette swaps of their current characters, Zelda and Link. But you could add the champions like Daruk versus Donkey Kong.
Oh, good night. That would be so funny. Because everybody would want to play. Well, everybody would want to play the Prince from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
All those memes and fan art.
I know.
Leave that there.
It gets creepy.
Because I would love to play the bird, the divine beast.
And I bet the Divine Beast could be like a level, like inside a Divine Beast could be a level.
Heck
or like
yeah.
Or at least like something that has the art style of a Divine Beast or a shrine,
Wouldn't it be have that, but have like if you attack it and you kind of accidentally hit a switch, the whole level changes.
Yeah, like if you there's like a button that respawns or whatever every like maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, and every time you do that the level rotates, or platforms rotate and new platforms come in or whatever.
What, that'd be so crazy that it takes you fight it on the field and the little eye thing he sees y'all and then comes and then just starts shooting his laser.
Right.
I'd be like, wow. I think that would literally be cool. Shoot, I know the hints is kind of like the main boss. But what would happen if they added Mario and Cappy in there? And Mario takes over the hand with Cappy.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, like, just to change things up, like if Mario ended up having a capture mechanic, and like, when you throw the cap, like Mario might be vulnerable, but you take control of the other character, like the other person's character, for a few seconds until they can like smash buttons or whatever to get out of it, Like, I think that would be a cool mechanic. Like, Mario's still vulnerable, but you could take control of one of the other players for maybe like 5 seconds or whatever, and as you do damage to another character, you also damage that player, as like a mechanic. I think that would be a really cool mechanic to switch Mario up from Luigi, because like Luigi and Mario play super almost identical, like Luigi can jump a little bit higher and he throws the straight fireball instead of the bouncy one, but essentially they're just palette swaps almost.
And I know some people are just like, they want Ken in the game because of Ryu being in there. So
I mean, you could even add Chun-Li, Ken, Guile, I mean, I don't want to say you add every Street Fighter character, but you could almost add Blanca in there too.
Blanca and Donkey Kong gone added,
I know. And then Daruk.
Daruk, King Koopa, like the heavy hitters.
Man,
that literally be something. I still want some Super Mario Bros. 2 characters in that game. I would love
the
to
mouse, or even if they're just like assist trophies, like the mouse with the sunglasses, or like the stupid freaking mask that chases you around the level. Like, what if the whole level was based on the flying carpets from Mario 2? Like, the platforms were just the flying carpets, and like you'd have to platform while you're fighting the other characters, and then just out of nowhere, like the mask comes flying around and try to knock you off.
What if that was a super for like that you did against Zora? The mask thing got confused of his keyblade. Going after Zora. Dude, I would literally laugh.
Even like, since we're talking about Mario 2, what if you just added Birdo in there?
Yeah.
Because like, she could be a good ranged character, have similar moves as Yoshi, but she could be like a ranged character, and instead of throwing the eggs like Yoshi does, she could like shoot them out of her mouth.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm just like, oh, dude, we've just literally made a roster this weekend or this episode and last episode of like 150 characters that could literally, theoretically, still come to Smash.
and like I said, if they're gonna do this reveal, they're gonna introduce a new character to announce that Smash Switch game.
Shovel Knight, Sora, those are my two most wanted. And like, if they tried to do something with Microsoft, Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah,
I would love those 3 characters. Like, and those are like 3 plausible characters.
Well, this is the weird thing, because it's going to start out. Everybody, follow me with this one. It's going to start out that the boy from Animal Crossing is digging up with a shovel, and the next.
That's how you introduce Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight, that he's digging, and then Shovel Knight is digging along with them. The voice is like, huh? And then Shovel Knight hits him with a shovel. Dude. And it'd be like, let's get shoveling. And then you just see all his crazy stuff. And just introduce Plague Knight and stuff. Like, bring all 4 DLCs to it. I think that would literally be amazing.
I mean, you could even bring Shield Knight in too. Like Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. If you didn't want to do like the knights that are in the game, you could totally do just Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. Although I would love to have Spectre Knight. Spectre Knight is awesome. I thought about replaying that recently too.
I would love for Snipper Clips to be in there too, just for a level.
No, just a level, not the characters, just a level.
Yeah, I was about to say just a level. I would laugh. I'd be like, oh, this is cute. Oh no, there's some of the puzzles I'm dying.
And they're like cutting the platforms. Like, they're just cutting the platforms apart.
Yes.
Man, I want all this now.
I still think the funniest, We Fit Girl trailer is still the funniest one out of all of them.
Like, look, you really think like all of these characters you just named are less plausible than We Fit Trainer? Honestly, you really think all of them except for like maybe 3 or 4 are owned by Nintendo, or Nintendo has partnerships with. Come on now. Come on.
Like, Microsoft would be crazy not to try to get something from Rare in, like Killer Instinct. Come on.
Yeah.
That's like Orchid. Yeah, you need her in Smash. Because she was kind of like the face of Killer Instinct.
Yeah. I think like getting stuff from Microsoft isn't that big of a stretch now, man. Like, it's just not. Or even like if you can't get Banjo-Kazooie, what if you went to Playtonic and got Ukulele as a character? Like, I mean, it wouldn't be Banjo-Kazooie, but it would be cheaper than it would be cheaper than trying to get Banjo-Kazooie in. But I still think Microsoft would benefit from having Banjo-Kazooie in there because, like, they would make money, even if it's DLC, right? You just say, hey, Banjo-Kazooie's in the game, but you have to pay for it, which would be fine. Like, characters are DLC, whatever. And, like, that's how they would get their money.
They broke the server for 2 whole days for Ryu.
Yeah, right? You're telling me that Ryu's more popular than freaking Banjo-Kazooie to Nintendo players? I mean, especially like N64, GameCube era.
Right. Even when it was spoiled in League.
Yeah. I mean, I get that, like, a lot of people who had affinity for Super Nintendo love Street Fighter, and like maybe Ryu is like their whatever, but like for N64 and GameCube era kids like that are adults now, Banjo-Kazooie, man, that's like the easy answer. Or Conquer, I think though, like, easily. I could still see Joanna Dark coming. Dude, they got Solid Snake, who at the time hadn't been on a Nintendo console. Well, I guess Twin Snakes, but you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Not really been on a Nintendo console. They got Snake in Smash Brothers. You're telling me Joanna Dark's harder to get than Snake? Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
And shoot, when Nintendo, cause I think Nintendo sent Phil Spencer. I know they sent him a 3DS, but I don't know if they sent. I think they might have sent him a Switch also. Nintendo is cool about doing stuff like that. So,
especially like they've opened up so much in the last like 2 years about, hey, we're gonna start getting into movies again. Hey, we're gonna make deals with third parties, and hey. When they got Rocket League on Switch, they're like, hey, we want to do cross-platform, and Nintendo said, whatever you need. Like, they've opened up so much on their business end that, like, making deals with Microsoft, getting, like, you can literally log into Xbox Live on your Switch when you play Minecraft. Like, I don't know, man. I think the Rare stuff, especially, like, is such a hit and such a win for Microsoft and Nintendo to try to get. So
I think Microsoft and Nintendo's talking relationship is really good and strong. I don't think Nintendo and Sony is going to ever communicate ever again because of the past. If they do, who knows what that would be. That would probably be the idea of unifying all 3 consoles. But I think Microsoft and Nintendo's business relationship, they're still competing. They're still competitive, but they know how to work together. Yeah. And to be like, your business benefits our business and vice versa.
Yeah, and plus, like, I was listening to Major Nelson the other day, the episode that Phil Spencer was on, and they were talking about Switch, and, all they could talk about was how good of a complementary system Switch was to the Xbox One. Like, they don't even, like, really look at them as true competitors, It's like, hey, the Switch is probably going to be the second system people own, so it's like a good compliment to people who own an Xbox or PS4. And like, it always seems like Reggie and Phil have a good working relationship when they're at events. You see pictures of them all the time shaking hands and kind of like, in more than like a professional way, they're like friends almost, So like, I don't know. I don't think I mean, I don't know if it'll happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if it happened. Is the thing.
And I don't know, for me, I want it to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I totally want it to happen, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it will ever happen. But if they came out and said, "Hey, we made a deal with Microsoft to get Banjo and Joanna Dark into Smash," like, it wouldn't surprise me. It would excite me, but it wouldn't surprise me, you know. And especially, like, look, Master Chief and Marcus Phoenix are in Minecraft on Switch, so.
and I think Nintendo kind of should reward Microsoft, and if they want to, if Microsoft is up to taking it, and having Mario and his family in on that system, like, I think Microsoft would be like, this is cool. You know, we gave you guys our IP, and we're getting some of your IP, and just use them as DLC. Like, I think that's worth the microtransaction. You know, that's worth the payment and stuff.
Yeah,
that's me personally, because it's just like I said, it benefits both worlds, and that communication. This is a great reward for gamers.
Yeah,
like, this would make you to be like, they're not coming together or anything, but that business makes sense. But, you know, like I said, that's me.
Yeah. I mean, I think it makes sense too. It's like, they're both benefiting. Microsoft would get their cut from the DLC characters. Like, they would. I think that the smartest way to do it would be for them to be DLC characters, you know, and then Microsoft would get a bigger cut off of them, obviously, because it's their characters, but they wouldn't get a cut of the game necessarily. Plus, it would be really good, like, cross promotion and say, hey, Xbox is here to stay, and we have a good working relationship with our competitors, even though, like, you know, that kind of stuff. So I would love that, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited for another Smash. I think I really want to get into this one. I haven't gotten into Smash for a long time. Melee was probably the last one I really got into. But at the same time, I couldn't get into the Wii one just because, like, I don't know, and I didn't get into the Wii U one either. But I think this version, I'm going to try to really get into.
Yes.
So, I really want to see, what are the two characters you like? Your two characters you really want to see, realistic. I'm going to put the caveat realistically.
Realistically, definitely Shovel Knight is one of them, and like I said, Amaterasu. Like, they gotta be talking to Capcom. If not Amaterasu, then Ken. I'll take Ken. I would like to see those two. Can I add just a third? Just my if Nintendo was talking to Square Enix, give me Chrono from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. To be fair, that's probably not. I mean, it's probably hard, but it's probably not the hardest thing they've ever done. It's probably harder to get Cloud than Chrono, right?
Okay.
For me, Shovel Knight is the clear number one. Sora from Kingdom Hearts, I think, would be number two. I think he fits well with that art style, that design, that you know, if Cloud can fit in there, Sora can definitely fit in there, since Sora's been on more Nintendo consoles than PlayStation consoles at this point. Shield Knight if you package Shield Knight and Shovel Knight together, I think that would work well. And then for a third, I guess, oh boy, I don't even really know what a third character I would really want that wouldn't really be, like, hard to get. I don't know. I mean, we got Bayonetta. That was such a surprise to get Bayonetta in Smash, by the way.
Right.
I'm looking. I gotta look. You know what? I want to see Daruk from Breath of the Wild. I do. I want to see all the champions, but I want to see Daruk the most. And I hope he wields that big giant stone sword too. So, but I think that's gonna wrap up this episode of Pow Block, Ed. It's a good one.
Yeah.
We are live on twitch.tv/NGR Radio
Yes.
and youtube.com/NGR Radio. Come subscribe and follow and like and all that good stuff. Just whatever the word is on the Twitch thing. I don't know if it's follow or subscribe. Just do it. Just hit it. Just tap it. We're gonna start streaming more. We're gonna start playing games online together. Ed, I've already got my Xbox in here, so Halo, Sea of Thieves time, Crackdown time. All three of us will be playing. Jesse too.
Yes.
We're gonna start streaming all of our podcasts on Twitch also. So, if you want to watch us record live, you can watch us there. What else is there, Ed? NGRradio.com. I'm writing stuff for there. It'll probably be up next week. It's almost done, I promise. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I'm off this weekend. I have time to edit it out, edit out the bad stuff, reorganize stuff. It's gonna be there.
There's a piece that will be going up for me for NGR Radio. So guys, do check it out. It's going to probably go up. By the time you guys watch this, it'll be up.
Nice.
For NGR Radio. Yeah.
But that said, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Join our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Nintendo Pow Block. Email us at nintendopowblock@gmail.com. Oh, that's what I needed to do, Ed. We have 2 giveaway prizes for expansion pack. One is digital code for Celeste. We have a digital code for Celeste. We actually have 3, Ed. 3 prizes. So, digital code for Celeste, a digital code for Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, and a digital code for Fire Emblem Warriors. So, I have those codes for you, and if every 2 weeks we will be giving one away. So, the next 6 weeks we will be giving away 3 prizes. So, email us for expansion pack. Those episodes of your emails will start going up in 2 weeks, so get them in now so we can record them and tell you if you've won. Very excited, Ed. Very excited to give away these games.
Yay.
But Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at @ThatRetroCode, and you can check out my podcast, Optional Opinion, on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and other podcast apps.
Yeah. And you can find me at CoreyNHD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on NGR Radio, Arsenal X. Download our family of shows, World War One, Nerds Gone Platinum, NGR Radio, and of course, Nintendo Pow Block. Download, like, subscribe, share, rate us on iTunes and whatever podcast service you listen to us on. Leave comment.
And everybody, please follow us on YouTube and subscribe. Help us get to 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it. Yes.
Get us there. Help. Anyways, tell your friends. And thank you for watching live on Twitch and watching us on YouTube, and download us on your podcast service of choice. And until next week, we love you.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Woohoo!